Alright. Time now to play Jeopardy on the Nintendo Wii U. This is the second game of my run. Of my new run for this. I have a one game total of 15,200, and we'll see if I can add on to it.
Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round.
All right, here we go.
Those are worth 200.
What are the categories for the first round in this game?
Categories: the National Park System, Asian History, Medicine, Brit Speak, Celebrity Siblings, and British Poetry.
Let's go with Brit Speak for 200.
Start. Fancy a cuppa, love? Cuppa is a cup of this. Player one.
What is tea?
Good.
Brit Speak for 400.
Player one. This brand name has become a noun and a verb for vacuum. Okay, player one.
What is Hoover?
That's correct.
600, please.
Player one. While Americans put gas in their cars, the British put in this six-letter equivalent. Okay, player one.
What is petrol?
That is correct.
Alright, Brit Speak for 800.
Player one. This term for an electrical outlet sounds like a presentations program from Microsoft. Let's hear it, player one.
What is PowerPoint?
Yes.
Now let's finish the category.
Player one. As they have a tendency to burst open in the frying pan, sausages are popularly called these. It's player one.
What are bangers?
Right.
Alright, well, none in that category. Let's
Player
go with
one.
Celebrity
Pick
Siblings
again.
for 200.
Gridiron stars Peyton and Eli. It's player one.
What is Manning?
That is correct.
Celebrity Siblings for 4.
You again. Music makers Branford and Winton.
Well, that one I don't know.
Here's the correct response. Marsalis.
Oh, okay, 600.
Player one. Actresses Meg and Jennifer. Okay, player one.
What is Connolly?
No.
Oh.
Anyone
I bet it
else?
was Ryan.
The correct response is Tilly.
Oh, no it wasn't.
Please pick
Okay,
again.
I wasn't
player
even
one.
thinking that. Celebrity Siblings 800.
Filmmakers Joel and Ethan. Okay, player three.
Wachowski? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Cohen.
Cohen. Let's finish the category.
You get figure skaters Sarah and Emily. The correct response is Hughes.
Hughes. Alright, I think it's time we went somewhere else.
Choose again.
Medicine for 200.
A cold that lasts longer than a week may indicate inflammation of these air spaces in the skull. Okay, player one.
What are the sinuses?
That's correct.
Medicine for 400.
Please pick. And I'll hand it off to Sarah.
Red blood cells are distorted into a particular shape and don't carry oxygen well in patients with this type of anemia.
The correct response is sickle cell.
Sickle cell, okay.
Please pick. Suspect Rocky Mountain spotted fever even in patients from the Carolinas, as it's an area with lots of these critters. It's player one.
What are ticks?
Good.
Yes. Medicine 800.
Selecting a stent is a tube often used to hold these open, especially the coronary ones. Let's hear it, player three.
What are arteries?
Good for you.
Yes.
You're out of the hole. A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
Medicine
player
for
three.
1,000.
Make us up. The air puff test, a measure of eye pressure, is used to diagnose this condition. Player one.
What is glaucoma?
Correct.
Yep. And I have 4,400.
Player one.
Let's go with
as we continue right now.
the National Park System for 2.
A national memorial in this city commemorates the site of the April 19th, 1995 bombing that killed 168. Here's the correct response. Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Oh. Alright, Asian
Back
History
to you.
200.
In the 1920s, the Kemalists opposed the Sultan in this country and eventually prevailed. Yes, player one?
What is Syria?
That's not it.
Nope. It's not Syria.
Anyone else? Player three?
What is Egypt?
No, that's not it.
No.
Anyone
Only
else?
one
care to
answer
try to
left.
Come up with a correct response. Player two.
What is Turkey?
Good. A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
History for
Player
400.
two. In December of 1946, he attacked the French at Tonkin, beginning a war that ended 8 years later. Here's the correct response. Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh, okay.
You get to pick again, player two.
Asian History for
In
600.
1739, the Peacock throne built for Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan was stolen by these people. Here's the response we were looking for. The
The
Persians.
Persians.
Player two, back to you for our next
British
selection.
Poetry 200.
Number one of these by Shakespeare, from fairest creatures we desire increase, urges a handsome man to have kids. Player one?
What are sonnets?
Yep.
Poetry for 4.
Where do we begin? Lord Byron was a major influence on this later poet lord who wrote 1842's The Lord of Burleigh. Player two.
Who is Lord Nelson?
Oh.
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player three.
Wait, who is Lord Casterly? No. Well, there's only one answer left.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player one.
Who is Alfred Lord Tennyson?
You are correct.
600 British Poetry.
Player one.
And the answer there is the Daily Double.
It's the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now.
1,400, please.
Answer. Blake asked, little this, who made thee? Gave thee clothing of delight, softest clothing, woolly, bright.
What is boy?
Even so,
No.
you are still in the lead. Here's the correct response. Lamb.
Lamb. Oh. Well,
Select
I'm
again.
still in first place. Let's go with British poetry for 800.
Leaving his girl for his duty, Lovelace wrote, I could not love thee, dear, so much loved I not this more. Okay, player 3.
What is honor?
Correct.
Yes.
Great, you're back into it now. Player 3, you start us
British
off.
poetry for 1,000.
This British poet got romantic about La Belle Dame sans merci. The correct
And that British
response
poet was
is John Keats.
John Keats.
Player 3, you pick again, please.
National Park System
The
400.
Philadelphia home where he wrote The Telltale Heart is now a National Historic Site. It's player 1.
Who is Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Nope.
No. Down to 3,000.
Any other takers? Player 3?
It's Edgar Allan Poe.
Player 3, choose again.
National Park System for 600.
Fort Necessity, the site of the first battle of this war on July 3rd, 1754, was designated a national battlefield in 1961. Here's the response we were looking for. The French and
Indian War.
Player 3,
Okay.
you pick again, please. Lying in both Tennessee and North Carolina, it has more annual visitors than any other national park. The correct response is Great Smoky Mountains
Great
National Park.
Great Smoky Mountains
Player
National
3,
Park.
you pick again, please. Christiansted National Historic Site on this largest of the U.S. Virgin Islands commemorates its Danish heritage. The correct response is St. Croix.
St. Croix. Alright, we have 2 clues left in ancient
Player
history.
3. In 1782, when Chao Phraya Chakri became King Rama I, he moved his capital across the river to this city.
I don't know.
Here's what we were looking for. Bangkok.
Oh, Bangkok. Alright, now the
last
$1,000
bid
answer.
for $1,000. Kelly?
These nomadic horsemen, who overran most of Asia in the Middle Ages, lived in portable lattice tents known as yurts.
I'll give it a try.
Yes, player 1?
Who are Mongols?
That's it.
That's right. I finished the round with 4,000. Player 2 is going to select first in Double Jeopardy after this.